Okay. Okay, hi everyone. It's been a long time since I've done a podcast, about 4 years really. That means I've had the bagger over 4 years. So I just thought I'd do an update on what's been going on with the extras I've put on. But before I start, I'd like to point out the other bike I have, which is a CTX. This one I use when I go to on caravanning trips and I want to take a bike with me. I put this one in the back of my Mercedes people carrier. The back of the people carrier is 47 inches, so I needed a bike that I could get down to 47 inches. And I was happy that the CTX I could, because I've got a bit of a fetish on Pan-Europeans. The only thing I had to do was just chop the screen here and make this detachable so I could take this off and then I could just get the bike in the back of the people carrier. But anyway, I'll talk a little bit more about that later on, but only just for a few seconds. So then, back to the bagger. It's been running perfect. We had the clutch bolt changed a few months ago because it was 21 model, so that was done by Honda. But what we did do 4 years ago, I put the F4 screen on from America, and it was the 24-inch one. I'm 5'10", and I found I just couldn't see over the top of it. So what I had to do, what I was forced to do really, because I like looking through a screen, but during the rain I like the option of being able to look over the screen. So in the end, you can see I've had to shape it like that so I could see over the top when it's fully down. To cut screens, I just thought I'd just point out, it's dead easy. If you use one of these vibrator saws, you can very easily just go right the way around, and it's easy peasy. I wouldn't put anything a bit more rougher than the fine one, because it'll jump around a bit and then you'll end up scratching it where you don't want to scratch it. But that's ideal tool for cutting windscreens. What I also fitted was these crash bars, and of course they came from China, but I fitted them, and being truthful, I quite like them. They were easy to fit, no issues at all, and I suppose if your bike did fall over, it's added protection. The only thing I have issue with is it knocks about 5 degrees off your leaning angle, so when you are going around corners, you're 5 degrees less, so you tend to ground it if you're having a bit of a zoom around. I found that really, if you go into a dip on a corner, they probably grind a little bit more quicker, but it slows me down. So I'm 72 now, so I really need to slow down and calm myself. So but they've been all right. I've been quite happy with them. Moving on, you can see this is the bike that had my extras fitted. They're still on. We've done many touring holidays around France, Portugal, Finland, Poland, Germany, everywhere we've been on it, and we've had no issues at all. Like I say, we did this so we could fit the extra bags on the side, one on either side. Katrine likes to take a lot of shoes, so I thought, right, I'll put an extra bit more baggage on. So it's just pulling a face at me now. So, but anyway, the bag on this side's 5 kg, 5 kg, 5 kg, and 5 kg in the top box, which is for laptops and iPads and anything like that. All you can see is, of course, it all adds up to 20 kg. But for the snowboard, the arms and the top box and all the little bit extras, the base unit, that's 24 kg. So we've got 44 kg on the back here. And in a previous podcast, I upgraded the bracket underneath here, hopefully to take the weight, and it's taken the weight, no problem at all. You've also got, remember, you've got Katrine leaning back on it as well, so whatever that is, it's another few more kg. So yeah, that's been it. You'll probably notice I have the Coben panniers, which are 2 inches wider than the standard one. You can see I've put a bit of a buffer on the side, and you're probably wondering where the heck did he get that from. It's quite easy. Again, it's a pan-European tank knee pad, so I fitted them on just for extra. So moving round again, when I came to fit this on, it's just a couple of millimeters too much there, so I didn't want to shave it. So what I should have done really was put it the opposite way around, because that gap is smaller than that one, and then it would have been in the opposite way around, and it would have been totally flush on there. If you go to the Honda Goldwing saddlebag, they're actually a lot bigger all the way along, so that can fit in wherever you want to put it. That's if you want to put one on. The only thing is, when you put these on, you can never get them off. Moving around here, again, like I said, I fitted a Colburn seat. That's been good. This was just a little bit extra wide, just to give you a bit more comfort on the pillion. So I'll show you underneath. What I need to point out is, as most of you know, you can't jump start these bikes at all, ever. And I'm afraid a friend of mine whose bike's only 3 months old, he went to jump started his, and it was £7,000 worth of damage in the audio system. So please don't jump start them. I have this label fitted on my battery, just so that you can see what not to do, and to take the fuse out for the audio system if you do it. I must admit, if I charge my battery, I take the side off, disconnect the battery, and then I just put an ordinary battery charger on it overnight. So that was that. So I'll lift the seat up, show you what we did underneath. Again, as you can see, I've got the I've taken off the 595 and the 585, so I've got the XT Garmin's on now. Of course, they're only Bluetooth. So how do I get that? I've either got to Bluetooth it into the bike, but again, because I like autocom. Probably the reason why I like autocom is that I've got various other bikes, and they've all got autocom fitted, so it was a bit of a no-brainer. I had to fit autocom onto here, and I do like autocom because it's battery powered. It lasts all day, 24/7, with no issues with batteries running down on your helmets with Bluetooth and everything. So the autocom deals with everything. As you can see, it deals with bike to bike radio, and it deals with the XT. To get the XT into the autocom, you just buy this dongle, and then you can just dongle it into your autocom. Again, everything comes through here, even the music from the bike, the radio, and if you use a SUV, bloody hell, what's it called? USB port for your music. It all comes through the autocom. How does it get through the autocom? Well, basically, that was the autocom unit, which they're a bit hard to find now. So this was the lead. That's been on 4 years now, as you can see. Oop. That one just plugs straight into the autocom, bump into there, and then the two wires that come out, these would normally just go straight to your speakers, one to each speaker, left and right. But I got a Honda agents to wire them into the wiring loom here, and that went through to the two back speakers. So they go through to the two back speakers, and then halfway along you've got this extra switch, which I've just had popped out here, just here, and then it's a three-way switch. Basically, you have one where it goes through to the autocom, and then it comes through to the helmets. You've got the middle one, which is just a mute, and then you've got the forward one, and then that will put whatever you're playing from the radio or your USB music, that will come through your front speakers. So, but anyway, you're probably all saying, oh, it's a waste of time, autocom. I've had to do it because of my other bikes. So what we've got here is we've got the show chrome. Lovely little box, I love that box. So from there I've got, this is for the heated gloves, which are just up here, where you just plug into your heated gloves. And this is for your heated jacket. And of course the heated seat. The issue I had with Honda, basically, if it's a bagger, you can't fit the Honda heated seat elements in. You've got to go with Colburn. You've got to fit the heated elements into the heated seat. But the touring one, you can actually have the seat made with the Honda heated elements in, and then you can plug it into the terminal block there. The other points we've had here in the UK, the radio is absolutely awful. You can't do nothing with the bike radio. It won't tune into channels. It won't hold channels. It's just awful, and people just give up with it. We've been using the USB port for music for 4 years now, and basically you get a bit sick of the same music. So anyway, so what I tried a bit ago was to put just a standard aerial on. This is just the aerial. This aerial is actually 15 years old. It's off the Pan-European. I had a spare one. So I haven't made much of an issue to wire it in. It just comes down here, and then through here, through these, that middle grommets, the aerial, and then into here. So all I've done on this one was put a splitter. That's the splitter. Just a basic splitter, aerial splitter. You can get it off Amazon for £7 and just fit it. So here it is. As you can see, you've got that's your outside aerial that I've just fitted, and then this one is your Honda aerial, which goes through into here, and then this is where you plug it in. This one. So basically just plug the splitter into here, and then that one goes to your ordinary aerial, and this goes through to the Honda aerial. As you can see, it's dead easy. That's it. It takes literally 30 seconds to fit. So what's the result of it? I must admit, I'm chuffed. I'm really pleased with the radio now. I've been out a few times now with it, and I've been able to tune into the English radio stations. The trouble with the UK is a lot of radio stations, the big popular ones, they change from area to area. It's like a local. So basically you could be here near Manchester in one channel, and then you could go 20 miles down the road and you've got to tune in for another one. But it's the same station. It's a bit silly really. So what I have here, because I was trying for ages to see if I could just tune into any sort of a station in the UK and it'd hold it. It wouldn't. But since I fitted this extra aerial, I'm finding now I can tune in. I have all these programmed into the Honda system, you know, under your radio program from 1 to 12. I have all of them tuned in, and actually I can flick up and down. So when I run out of one area, I can jump into the next area. And for the very, very first time, I've been able to have smooth radio, which is a very popular one here in the UK. It plays a lot of classic music, and it actually comes up with smooth. And actually the ST and the TP, is it? They actually come up. And occasionally the ST will drop out, but the radio station still holds on to it. And I've never been able to get that up for more than minutes, and I've had it up for hours now. So I'm chuffed to death that this may have sorted out the radio, for me anyway. All I can suggest is if you do this, you put the splitter in the aerial. what I would do is duct tape the aerial on, just have it coming down here and just have it lipping over here. Your seat will still go on, or even get your partner to hold the aerial and go out and try it. And if you think it's a big difference, I reckon I'm up to like 85% now of the tuning in. And if you're happy with it, then you can start drilling holes in places to hold the aerial. Yeah, that's it really on it. There's not really much more to add. The only thing I will say, and this is going to really shoot me down for credibility, and it's a crazy thing, twice now over the last 4 years I've had the engine management light come on red for no reason, and I've not been able to get rid of it, and the only way I've got rid of it, you're not going to believe this, I've changed the tyre pressures just by a couple of psi and it's gone out. I've had no indication over here with low tyre pressures, and the tyre pressures are just fine. But I've had this red light come on twice, and I've got rid of it twice now by changing the tyre pressures a couple of psi. It's a crazy thing to say. I'd love to know if anybody had a similar experience about it. It makes me look really stupid. But anyway, I'm going to end this one now, but what I will say is the CTX, I take that with us when we go with the caravan, and I'll put a short video on the end on how we load it into my people carrier. And I've also got a friend of mine who joins us, and he comes with the big tourer in the back of a van, and he loads his into the back of a van, and I'll put a little video of him loading that into his van, and his only takes about 3.5 minutes to load it into the van very safely, no struggling or anything. So hopefully you'll just watch the 2 little videos at the end, and we'll leave it at that. Okay, thank you very much. We'll see you again. Good morning everyone. I just thought I'd let you know how to load a CTX onto the van, seeing as that we've started doing caravanning. So this is the CTX, and that's the rig up in the van. So here we go.
With Dave in the background, yeah, our helper.
Let's just take the top box off.
Oh.
Right, okay, Dave. Okay, there we go.
Okay.
Yeah, just hang on a sec. As you can see, I've had to cut the screen, which is just detachable now. But that's the only issue I've had with the getting it into the van. The van is 47 inches high to get it through the gap at the back, so this is probably the only bike I could get. But saying that, I'm also a pan-European fan, so it had to be the CTX. that's it really. Okay. Okay everyone, how's it going?
Yeah.
Okay, I just thought I'd show you how to put a Goldwing into a van. This is John, who we do a lot of touring with, so he'll just give you a brief introduction on how to do it. So here we go.
That's all right. Just hold it from rocking about. Oh yeah. Brilliant, Vicky. The wonders of modern mechanics.
I know.
Come in closer to see where the ratchets go, whatever they are. Oh yeah, put your mirror. What's that? Handbrake off.
No.
What's that?
Just push the bike over this way.
Over your way.
Yeah, just a bit.
Okay.
This is a really clever.
Shall I give everyone a wave, John?
Now push it in.
There you go then, that's as easy as that.
Next
Isn't that straight? Isn't that brilliant? Absolutely amazing.
You're impressed by that?
I certainly am, yeah.
Makes life so much.
What?